Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Camo's Mirror, the podcast where we look in the mirror at ourselves and the world around us. I'm your host, Camo, and I'm thrilled to have you join us today. Before we dive in, I want to remind you that while we strive to provide valuable insights, this podcast is for educational and informational purposes only. Please consult certified professionals for personalized advice. Today, we have a special guest with us, Solomon, a renowned expert in personal development and confidence building. Solomon, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me, Camo. It's truly a pleasure to be here and to share insights with your wonderful audience.
The title of today's topic is The Confidence Code, Becoming Unstoppable. Confidence isn't something you're born with, it's something you build, and today we'll discover the blueprint to becoming truly unstoppable. So Solomon, let's kick things off. In your experience, what is the foundational element of building genuine confidence?
That's a fantastic starting point, Camo. In my years of coaching and studying human behavior, I found that the bedrock of genuine confidence is indeed self-awareness. This isn't just a surface-level understanding of oneself, but a deep introspective journey into who you are at your core. Self-awareness involves recognizing your strengths, those innate talents and skills that come naturally to you, and leveraging them to achieve your goals. Equally important is acknowledging your weaknesses, not as flaws but as areas for growth. When you're honest about what you need to improve, you open the door to personal development. Moreover, understanding your core values, what truly matters to you, serves as a compass guiding your decisions and actions. It ensures that the path you choose aligns with your authentic self, which inherently boosts your confidence because you're not living in contradiction with your beliefs. This internal clarity is akin to looking into a clear mirror without distortions. When you see yourself accurately, you can navigate life's challenges with a sense of purpose and assurance.
That makes a lot of sense. It's like constructing a building. Without a solid foundation, it won't stand firm. Could you share some practical steps on how someone can enhance their self-awareness?
Absolutely, Camo. Enhancing self-awareness is a proactive process, and there are several practical steps one can take. Journaling. As I mentioned, writing down your thoughts and experiences is incredibly powerful. But to delve deeper, try to journal with prompts. Ask yourself questions like, what am I feeling right now and why? Or what did I learn about myself today? This practice not only captures your immediate thoughts, but also encourages deeper reflection over time. Mindfulness and meditation. Engaging in mindfulness exercises helps you stay present and become more attuned to your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Meditation can help you observe patterns in your thinking, recognize triggers, and understand how you react to different situations. Personality assessments. Tools like the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator or the Enneagram can provide insights into your personality traits. While they shouldn't define you, they can offer a framework for understanding certain behaviors and preferences. Feedback from others. Actively seek out constructive feedback from trusted friends, family members, or colleagues. Ask them specific questions about how they perceive your strengths and areas where you might improve. Sometimes, others can see patterns that are invisible to us because we're too close to our own experiences. Professional guidance. Working with a coach or therapist can provide a structured environment to explore your inner world. Professionals are trained to ask probing questions and offer perspectives that facilitate growth. By consistently applying these practices, you gradually build a comprehensive understanding of yourself, which serves as the foundation for genuine confidence.
Fantastic advice. Now moving on, confidence often seems elusive to many. Some people appear naturally confident, while others struggle. What's your take on the role of mindset in developing confidence?
Mindset plays an absolutely pivotal role, Camo. It's the lens through which we interpret our experiences and the world around us. The concept of a growth mindset, as introduced by psychologist Carol Dweck in her book Mindset, The New Psychology of Success, is particularly relevant here. A growth mindset is the belief that our abilities, intelligence, and talents can be developed through dedication, hard work, and perseverance. It's the understanding that effort leads to mastery. On the other hand, a fixed mindset assumes that these traits are innate and unchangeable. When you adopt a growth mindset, challenges become opportunities rather than threats. For instance, if you encounter a difficult project at work, instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough to handle this," you might think, "This is a chance to learn and improve my skills." This shift in perspective reduces the fear of failure because setbacks are viewed as part of the learning curve, not as reflections of your inherent ability. Moreover, a growth mindset fosters resilience. You're more likely to persist in the face of obstacles because you believe that your efforts can change the outcome. Over time, this persistence builds competence, and as your competence grows, so does your confidence. It's also important to note that mindset isn't static. We can cultivate a growth mindset through intentional practice, such as embracing challenges, persisting despite setbacks, seeing effort as a path to mastery, learning from criticism, and finding inspiration in the success of others.
I love that. So embracing a growth mindset can turn setbacks into setups for comebacks. Speaking of setbacks, how important is failure in the journey toward becoming unstoppable?
Failure is not just important, it's essential. It's one of the most powerful teachers we have. When we fail, we gain first-hand experience of what doesn't work, which brings us one step closer to finding what does. Let's consider the biblical perspective on this. In James chapter 1 verses 2-4 it says, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." This passage highlights that trials and failures are instrumental in developing perseverance and maturity. Failure tests our commitment to our goals. It's easy to be enthusiastic when things are going smoothly, but true confidence is forged in the crucible of adversity. When you persevere through failures, you build mental and emotional muscles that make you stronger and more resilient. Moreover, failure often redirects us toward better paths. There are countless examples of individuals who, after a failure, pivoted their strategies or explored new avenues that led to even greater success than they initially imagined. Understanding that failure is a natural part of the process alleviates the fear associated with it. Instead of avoiding risks, you embrace them, knowing that each experience, whether labeled a success or failure, contributes to your growth.
That's profound. So, in a way, adversity can be a catalyst for growth. Can you share an example, without mentioning names, of someone who became unstoppable by embracing failure and adversity?
Certainly, Camo. Let me share the story of an individual who started with a humble background and a big dream. This person was passionate about technology and innovation but faced significant obstacles early on. They launched their first startup with high hopes, but due to inexperience and market challenges, the venture failed miserably. Investors pulled out, and debts accumulated. Many would have given up at this point, but instead they took time to analyze what went wrong. They realized that while their idea was sound, their execution needed improvement, and they lacked a deep understanding of their target market. Armed with these insights, they started a second company. This time, they surrounded themselves with mentors, conducted thorough market research, and built a more robust business plan. Yet again, they faced hurdles, product delays, competition, and financial strains, but each challenge taught them something new. After several years and multiple iterations, their company finally broke through. It introduced a groundbreaking product that revolutionized its industry. Today, that company is a household name, and its founder is lauded not just for their innovation but for their relentless perseverance. This story illustrates that becoming unstoppable is less about an unbroken chain of successes and more about an unwavering commitment to your vision, coupled with the willingness to learn from every failure.
That's inspiring. It reminds me that resilience is a key component of confidence. How can our listeners cultivate resilience in their own lives?
Building resilience is indeed vital, and it's a skill that can be developed over time. Here are some strategies. Develop a strong support network. Humans are social creatures, and having a network of supportive relationships is crucial. Friends, family, mentors, or support groups can provide emotional support, practical assistance, and valuable advice. Sharing your struggles with others reduces feelings of isolation and can offer new perspectives on challenges. Practice self-care and well-being. Physical health significantly impacts mental resilience. Regular exercise releases endorphins that improve mood. A balanced diet fuels your body and mind, enhancing cognitive function. Adequate sleep is essential for emotional regulation and decision-making. Don't underestimate activities that bring you joy and relaxation. Hobbies, time in nature, or creative pursuits all contribute to well-being. Set realistic and achievable goals. Break down larger objectives into smaller, manageable tasks. This approach prevents overwhelm and allows you to experience regular accomplishments, which boosts confidence. Celebrate these small wins. They are stepping stones toward your larger goals. Embrace change and flexibility. Accept that change is an inevitable part of life. Instead of resisting it, try to anticipate potential changes and consider how you might adapt. Flexibility allows you to pivot when necessary and seize new opportunities that arise from changing circumstances. Cultivate a positive mindset. Focus on what you can control rather than what you can't. Practice gratitude by acknowledging the good in your life, even during tough times. This doesn't mean ignoring problems, but rather maintaining a balanced perspective. Reflect and learn from experiences. After facing adversity, take time to reflect on what happened. Ask yourself what you can learn from the experience and how you might apply those lessons in the future. This reflection transforms difficulties into valuable life lessons. Seek professional help when needed. There's no shame in seeking assistance from mental health professionals. Therapists and counselors can provide strategies to cope with stress, anxiety, and trauma, which can enhance your resilience. By incorporating these practices into daily life, you build a reservoir of resilience that helps you navigate both everyday stresses and significant life challenges.
Those are practical and actionable steps. Now, earlier, you mentioned the connection between faith and confidence as highlighted in the Bible. How can faith contribute to someone's journey to becoming unstoppable?
Faith, in its many forms, serves as a powerful foundation for confidence and perseverance. It provides a sense of purpose and meaning beyond oneself, which can be incredibly motivating. From a spiritual perspective, faith offers the assurance that there is a greater plan at work. For example, Proverbs chapter 3 verses 5 to 6 advises, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." This suggests that by trusting in a higher power, you can find guidance and direction, even when the path ahead is unclear. Faith can alleviate the pressure of feeling solely responsible for every outcome. It allows individuals to surrender some control, reducing anxiety about the future. This doesn't mean being passive. Rather, it's about balancing effort with trust. Furthermore, faith fosters hope. When facing setbacks, faith can be the anchor that keeps you grounded. It reminds you that difficulties are temporary and that perseverance will lead to better times. Even outside of religious contexts, having faith in oneself, in others, or in a cause provides a steadying influence. It cultivates inner strength and conviction, which are essential components of confidence. Ultimately, faith encourages you to step into the unknown with courage, bolstered by the belief that you're supported, whether by a higher power, your community, or your inner resources.
That's enlightening. Faith can indeed be a powerful motivator. As we start to wrap up, what final advice would you give to someone striving to unlock their confidence code and become unstoppable?
My final advice is multifaceted. Take action despite fear. Confidence doesn't mean the absence of fear, it means acting in spite of it. Every time you step out of your comfort zone, you expand it. Start with small actions that challenge you and gradually take on bigger ones. Embrace lifelong learning. The world is constantly changing, and there's always more to learn. Whether through formal education, reading books, attending workshops, or learning from others, expanding your knowledge and skills boosts your confidence in your abilities. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a good friend. Acknowledge that perfection is unattainable and that mistakes are part of being human. Visualize success. Spend time imagining yourself achieving your goals. Visualization can enhance motivation and prepare your mind for real-life success. Athletes often use this technique to improve performance. Stay true to your values. Align your actions with your core values. When you live authentically, you reduce internal conflicts and increase your sense of integrity and self-respect. Give back. Helping others can enhance your own sense of purpose and confidence. Whether through volunteering, mentoring, or simply offering support to those around you, contributing positively to others enriches your life. Remember, becoming unstoppable is a journey, not a destination. It's about continuous growth, learning, and adaptation. Be patient with yourself, celebrate your progress, and keep moving forward.
Wise words, Solomon. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show today. Your insights have been incredibly valuable, and I'm sure our listeners have gained a lot from this discussion.
Thank you, Camo. It's been an honor to be part of this conversation. I hope our discussion today empowers your listeners to take the next steps on their personal journeys toward confidence and resilience.
And to our listeners, thank you for tuning into Camo's Mirror. If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe to our podcast, give us a like, and share it with your friends and family. We'd also love to hear your thoughts, so feel free to leave a comment. Remember, confidence isn't something you're born with, it's something you build. So start building today and unlock your path to becoming unstoppable. Until next time, keep looking in the mirror and embracing the journey.